Take our inner casing, set it to the side. And before we put the inner casing back in, we want to tie a new mantle on it. I'm going to tie the mantle on to the inner casing. Before I do that, I'd like to check and make sure the height is pretty high. Sometimes they can come loose and slide down, so I want to make sure that looks good. That's where I like it to sit. If I have to, I'll unscrew the nozzle. I'll loosen up the screw here, raise the tube, and then tighten my nozzle down. I will pull one of the mantles out of the pack of mantles we received. Remove the mantle. Stretch it out a little bit before I put it on. Open up the hole a little. Untwist your strings. We're going to tie the mantle on the nozzle in this area here, between the smooth area, between the two bumps on the nozzle. What we'll do is we'll slide it over, make sure it goes on all the way around. What I like to do is snug down the strings a little bit, make sure it's sitting on the nozzle correctly, and we'll tie it. I do one string tie. Again, I look it around, make sure it's sitting there before I go and put my knot into it. And I'll tie a knot, get it tied on good. Leftover string I cut, but before I cut it, I like to bring it around the mantle and tie it again. Make sure the mantle is really up there tight. Now what we'll do is we need to cut this string, because if it falls down into the mantle, it's going to cause the mantle to get a hole in it. What we'll do is cut off the excess string. Once we remove that excess string by cutting it, our mantle's ready. Make sure it's sitting there nice. We're going to take the inner casing. There's only one way to put it on. We don't have to worry about it going on backwards. If I was to do it backwards, it's not going to sit in there. We'll put our inner casing in place so it lines up with the screws. Lines everything up. Our mantle's sitting good. We want to look it over and make sure the mantle's sitting down through there good, not stuck on the sides of the tube.